Hey gamers, Aksu here. If you're planning your mega base right now and you just can't find any good definitive information about how vertical staking units work, this is the video for you. I'm treating this video kind of like a proof, showing you exactly what the tallest structure I was able to build inside of an advanced sub-fief, and then exactly what I was able to gain after using a vertical staking unit. For me, the first step is two things. One is establish the lowest point within a boundary that I can build, and then to make sure that that boundary is repeatable every time by placing it on a flat surface. There I can. So I'm going to build it right there. I'm building up foundations. I know that at the very top that is a perfectly flat Z-axis. I'm not moving the sub-fief console, I'm destroying it and rebuilding it so that it establishes new boundaries. If you move it, your boundaries don't change. We can see that the bottom foundation actually does not fit. When I try to build another foundation next to it, it says I have to expand vertically. I mean, it is so close to fitting, but it doesn't fit, so you cannot place 6 full height units. I need to lower the sub-fief so that the lower boundary moves down a little bit. Just going from here to there, it drops just a little bit. Up, down, up, down. So I'm going to put it here. So now it'll allow me to place this foundation, which means now I can build 6 units above it, with the sub-fief being just below the 6th level. So that's like 5.9 below the sub-fief location. Okay, so that's what we've learned there. In the next step, I just did the exact same thing, only I made it 6 units higher. The reason I did this is that when I use the vertical expansion later, I want to make sure that lower boundary doesn't go below ground level, so that once again I can utilize the full height of the expanded boundary. And this just verifies that I did reproduce it correctly. My bottom foundation is right within the boundary. I can't go any lower. It should allow us to build right next to it, and it does. And then we're going to start building up. And now we can see this door, it does not fit. We'd have to extend it with a vertical staking unit. A half size does not fit. This does fit up there. If I get above it, you can see that they're just peeking out the top. They're intersecting. This is as high as you can go. Here you can see the height comparison for the building parts I'm using when I talk about a half unit or a quarter unit. I think that this confirms that there's 3 brick rows per quarter height, and then the flare on top of the railing doesn't appear to have any boundary collision. It's that time, guys. Please help support the channel by subscribing. You can also leave a like or comment, which really does help with the algorithm. And if you happen to be interested in live gameplay, I do stream weekly on Twitch, and I really do appreciate your support. Thank you so much, guys. Here in my inventory, I have one of each staking unit, a normal one for horizontal expansion, and a vertical staking unit. The vertical staking unit is much more mysterious in terms of its results, and that's why I made this video. The staking units are crafted at the survival fabricator. To use the vertical staking unit, you equip it like a tool, and then you place it on a flat surface inside the volume of your current boundaries. That just signals the system to say, yes, it's this property that I want to grow vertically. After placing the staking unit, you'll see a countdown timer. While it's counting down, you can pick it back up. Let's pick this up for a second. Here we have the default tax rate for an advanced sub-fief at 4,000 Solari per week. Now we're going to add a vertical staking unit and see what this does for us. We have to let it time down. When the timer expires, the expansion is successful and it's permanent, and there's no way to undo that expansion once the staking unit has been consumed. Your tax on the property is going to increase by 2,000 Solari per week for every expansion that you've successfully added to your property, horizontal or vertical. While you can't undo individual expansions, you can destroy your advanced sub-fief console, and that removes all of your expansions, the extra taxes, and the extra power requirements. The staking units are not refunded, so you'll need to start over crafting new staking units if you want to reclaim some property. But we're going to see how much vertical space this gives us above and below now. It was at this level we were able to build before the vertical extension, but now we can go lower. Let's see how many we got below. We cannot get this one to place. We get not quite 4. I'm going to say we get 3.9. And now let's check and see how much we gained up above. I would need to add a vertical staking unit, and the half wall does fit up there, and you can see that it's touching the top. The vertical extension added 5 1/4. And there you have it, guys. We can see that an advanced sub-fief accommodates a maximum of 13 1/4 units tall, but keep in mind that you cannot build 6 units below the console. You can only build like 5.9. And then the expansion from using a vertical staking unit increases the ceiling height 5.25 units, and it lowers the floor by just shy of 4 units. You cannot fit 4 units below. You're increasing the total vertical over 9 units, but it's not a 50-50 split on top and on bottom. And now after one vertical expansion, the maximum height your property will accommodate is just under 22.5 units. Alrighty, I hope that clearly shows the dimensions that you have to work with and clarifies the amount of expansion you get above and below when using a vertical staking unit. Also, don't forget about those increased taxes. Good luck on your builds, guys. Keep an eye out for more guides in the future, and thank you for watching.